In this introduction, for students, parents, and teachers, we'll cover setting up Word Study 2 cards, setting up the box, doing word study with Word Study 2 cards, and the weekly word study schedule. There are two kinds of cards used in Word Study. Word Study 1 cards have a single vocabulary word on the back, the Word Study label, and 4 indicator circles on the front. Word Study 2 cards have the label and 4 indicators, along with a place for pictures and vocabulary word on the front. On the back of Word Study 2 cards, you'll find information, such as the part of speech and definition of the word. When a student first gets a Word Study 2 card, he or she should read the word and the definition on the back. If the student does not understand the word, he or she should write a question mark with a pencil. At this point, the teacher should assess both the student's initial reading and understanding of the word. If the student, however, understands the word, he or she may draw a picture showing the word in the square. Because cards come in sets of 10, it is often most effective to have students do all 10 together before cutting the cards. When the student is finished, he or she will have drawn several pictures and written several question marks. Once again, this is time for the instructor or teacher to record the student's initial ability with these words. Once this is done, the student may be given access to instruction. Teachers may instruct students themselves, or students may access videos explaining these words. The videos are recommended for use when students have become comfortable with the process and are able to work autonomously or by themselves. Now it's time to set up the box. First, make sure that the card holders in the box are colored this way. All new cards should be placed in the black card holder at the front of the box. Once cards have been placed in the black card holder, a set number of cards, here 20, is moved into the red card holder. Now the box is set up, and it's time to begin doing word study. Now that the box is set up, it's time to begin doing word study. First, it's important for students, parents, and teachers to understand that both the card's level and the color of the card holder it's in tell us important information. First, we'll talk about the 4 card levels. A card at the first level has 4 blank circles. Students doing word study with cards at this level should hide the picture and read the word. Once students have tested out of this level, the teacher will fill in 1 circle. The card then moves to the back section of the word study box. Students doing word study with cards at this level should hide the word and look at the picture. Then they should say the word out loud. Once students have tested out of this level, the instructor will once more color in one of the circles. The card stays in the back section of the word study box. Students doing word study with cards at this level should hide the word. Then, looking at the picture, students should make a sentence out loud using the word. Finally, when students have tested past this level, they're at the final level of word study. Students doing word study at this level should once more cover the word. Looking at the picture, students should recite the definition of the word found on the back of the card. This is the most difficult level of word study. Once a student has tested out of this level, the instructor or teacher will collect the card for storage and ongoing assessment. Now, let's look at the meaning of the different colored card holders. The white card holder is the test card holder. Any card here can only be removed if tested by a teacher. If students pass the test, the card will move to the next level. If students fail the test, the card will return to the beginning. During word study, students first check those cards in the blue box. Cards that are checked correctly move forward to the white test box. Next, the same procedure is followed for green and yellow. If at any point during the word study the student is unable to check a card correctly, that card is then returned to the red card box. At the end of every word study, the student will have an opportunity or chance to do the cards in the red card holder once more. Finally, after the word study is finished, the student adjusts the number of cards in the red card holder using the cards in the reserve to add or take away from the cards in the red box. If students feel that word study is too difficult or too easy, the maximum number of cards placed in the red card holder can be adjusted by the teacher. While doing word study, it is very helpful to use the sheet provided inside of the word study box. This sheet can help remind students which card holders they've finished and which card holders come next. Each time the student uses the cards in a colored box, he or she will place them on the mat, showing where they have to go next. If you are using Word Study 1 cards, you'll also need to have a small notebook and writing implement so that the students can check their spelling. Now let's talk about the daily schedule. Word study is intended to be used 4 times a week. Each time should take between 5 and 15 minutes. On day 1, students do cards in blue, green, yellow, and red card holders. On day 2, students only do cards in green, yellow, and red. On day 3, students will only use yellow and red card holders. And finally, on day 4, students will only do cards that are in the red card holder. For more information on the various or different parts of word study, please watch the other videos in this series. They include Introduction to Word Study for Word Study 1 cards, Word Study Program Theory and Methods, Testing, and Ongoing Assessment and its Uses.